Okay, so morning guys, welcome to another review from me, Matt the Bearded Berserker. And I'm still in agony, still have a slipped disc in my back, and believe it or not, this is the fourth, nearly fifth time that I've had to redo this review. Last time I'd done it, I threw me coffee all over the place because I'd spasmed and ended up moaning and groaning on the table, which is never a good look for a review. But I hope you guys are well, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're getting up to and whatever you're doing. And funny enough, I have a review for you. Now, I did promise you guys yesterday that I'm no longer going to be going into why I set up my Instagram Viking Beard Mat and YouTube channel. Needless to say, it's basically about me, on my own, honestly, trying to help support these small brands, small companies, small businesses, individuals and craftsmen out there as much as I possibly can, and to show you guys there is an alternative to these huge, massive brands. Now, with all the reviews that I do, I've actually used the products. It's not just an unboxing, because I'm not overly keen on unboxing videos, because hey, you're not supposed to know what a product's like if you haven't used it and you've just unboxed it and smelt it. I will be putting links down below in the description box, as I do with all my reviews, so please go check them out afterwards and help and support them. And with stuff that I go out and buy myself, stuff that gets sent through to me, I'm the same as you guys, I'm a consumer. And there is nothing worse than going out and buying a product, whatever it might be. You get it home, it doesn't live up to expectations, sits there gathering dust, you end up binning it, or you end up giving it to someone you don't like. So all my reviews are completely honest. I'm not affiliated to any of these brands whatsoever. Completely unbiased, and everything I do is my own opinion. And that's the cool thing nowadays, we can all have our own opinions. So stuff I might love, you might hate, stuff that vice versa and everything. So we were all entitled to our own opinion. And I do get asked this quite a lot. Well, what do you make for doing the reviews and everything? Oh, you're not giving sort of like true reviews. I don't make anything from this at all, other than a couple of products here and there and stuff. I do not make any money at all doing this. It's just about me trying to help others. Now, unfortunately, this is the last review or beard oil review I'm doing for Devilishly Bearded. Bless them, they've sent through 6 beard oils for me to have a look at, and this is the last one of their set that I'm reviewing. And so thank you very much to Gus from Devilishly Bearded in County Durham in the UK for sending this through for me to have a look at and see what I think of. And putting me reading glasses on because I need it, because I'm old and I'm dithery. So just quick recap over the last ones that I have reviewed. And then at the end of this video, after scoring it out of 20 being fantastic, 10 being mediocre, and 0, I'm not going to be touching that with the shitty stick, which is how I kind of score stuff. I'm going to put the oils in order of my favourite to my least favourite. And I do hope, even though I know what this last oil is like because I've used it and tried it and tested it, I do hope that there is consistency between all of them, if you know what I mean. There's nothing worse than a brand brings out lots of beard oils and there's like a few weak links in there. So even though it might not be my cup of tea, I hope the same sort of scent, I hope the same sort of quality above or throughout the complete range. So the first one that I reviewed well over a year ago now, with their original design, was their hip flask of Amaretto beard oil. If you know what Amaretto is, it's basically kind of almond liqueur sort of scent. I do like the fact that they brought out these hip flasks, sort of jerry can style ones, because obviously if you go on holiday, travelling, on your car keys and stuff like that, you don't want to be carrying glass bottles. So it's nice that they do. These comes in a stainless steel tin, holds 30 mils of your oil. Cool thing as well is once you've used it, you can put another beard oil in there or whatever, or refill it with your favourite scent and everything. And like I say, it carries 30 mil. Because it's stainless steel, there's no degradation, or it's not breaking down or rusting or anything like that on there. Probably got about a quarter of a bottle of this, or a quarter of the hip flask left of it. And it smells just as fresh as the day that it arrived. So it does keep the oil inside very, very fresh. Like I say, that was their old style logo that they had, which has been replaced by their new style, which is this one, this is one that I've already reviewed. This was the vanilla fudge. That was a nice scent. We've also reviewed the fireball, the lemon sherbet, and also the Mother's Ruin, which was a juniper sort of gin sort of scent. So, and the last one to review today, boo-hoo, is the Basilico, which is allegedly a kind of sambuca, basil-y sort of scented one. And obviously used it, so I know what it smells like. We're going to be going through that in just a second. So all of their, apart from the hip flask, their bottles, they use the glass green bottles. And the reason that you see a lot of beard oils and stuff in coloured bottles, amber bottles, Bristol blue, opaque colours, greens and stuff, is out there, or where the sun gives off, is harmful UV rays. And if it gets into the bottle, or if the rays get into the bottle, it can degrade and break down the oils that are inside, which is why you tend to find kind of coloured bottles. Has the pipette on the top, which is my preferred way of administering beard oil into my beard and into my skin. Daily, I will use 6 to 7 drops. If I've washed my beard, usually twice a week, I will use 7 to 8 drops. And maybe if it's a hot day or a busy day at work and stuff, I'll put a couple of drops in my beard before bed, just to kind of like put the oils back into my skin and help condition my beard a bit and lock in some of the moisture. So my preferred method of doing that. I don't have a problem with the pump bottles. Not overly keen on the stemmed bottles where you tap it or you rock it and beard oil comes out, because I tend to throw it all over myself. So like I say, there is their new design with the brass knuckles, knuckle duster, cutthroat razor, and the roses and devilishly bearded scroll. And so this one is Basilico. On the side we got ingredients. There you go. And ingredients in this is grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, biotin oil, vitamin E and essential oils, and also directions on how to use it. 30ml bottle. And the cool thing as well with Devilishly Bearded is all their products are CPSR certificated, or have certification. Certificated is not a word. Basically, all beard products, skin products, hair products and such like in the UK and Europe have to have this. Basically, it's like a safety test, because the last thing you want to do is go out and buy something that's got loads of weird chemicals in it. You stick it all over your face and your beard and you end up turning into a zombie vampire or werewolf or something. And so they have been sort of like properly tested. Always recommended though, with products and stuff, do a test patch on your wrist first before you start slathering your face in it, because as you know, nowadays you can have allergic reactions to just about damn well everything. And so put a test patch on, leave it at least 12 hours, check it. If you do suffer from allergic reactions and stuff, probably not a good idea to use it. But I've had no problems with any of their products whatsoever. So, Basilico, I'll move that to one side before I throw it everywhere. Basilico, grapeseed, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, biotin oil and essential oils. Kind of just very, 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 very pale yellow liquid in there, almost bordering on clear. Put a few drops on my hand. And I tend not to smell beard oils from the bottle, because they're kind of, the scents in there aren't really unlocked. It's the same if you had a joint of meat from the freezer. You take it out, it doesn't smell of anything. Once you start cooking it, then you start smelling it. And it's the same with beard oil, so you generate a bit of heat through it without jarring your back. And Basilico, it has a sambuca-y sort of anise scent to it. Has a hint of basil in there as well. Really, really nice. And on my scent chart, we've got very, very subtle. You kind of average midway, and up the top here, rip your head off, kick it into next week, and then start smacking it with a baseball bat. This is probably around about 3/4 of the way up there. And I know it's kind of like a sambuca smell, but it's not an alcohol sambuca smell. You're not going to smear it all over your face and it smells like you've been down the pub for the night. Really nice, kind of sort of almost summery sort of scent, especially with that anise in there as well. Really nice scent. And it's quite a long-lasting scent as well. I've noticed that this one lasts anywhere 3.5 to maybe 4 hours before I can't smell it, but I have been told by the other half, when she comes home from work, she can still smell it. So it does last a lot longer, because as you know, when you're smelling stuff, eventually your nose kind of, or your sense gets used to that smell and you kind of cancel it out because you know what it smells like. But no, apparently it still can smell it after quite a long while. Goes into my skin very nice and easily, puts the oils back into your skin that growing a beard obviously pulls out from your skin, and helps to lock in moisture. I've had no problems with red itchiness. It absorbs into my skin and beard very, very quickly. Kind of medium viscosity, so not ridiculously thick or pissy thin. Really nice. No problems with, like I say, red itchiness, flaky skin or beard hair falling out and stuff like that. Really, really nice. Really, really well made. It's got a beautiful scent to it. And I've found, I know it sounds a bit weird, I try using other oils and with other oils and other balms as well, if you know what I mean, to kind of make my own scents up. And this one works very well with the vanilla, and it works very, very well with the Fireball as well. So rather than 6 drops of one, I will use 3 drops of, say, the Basilico, then 3 drops of the Fireball, or 3 drops of the Vanilla Fudge. And it kind of adds a bit of sweetness to it, because it's quite a dry scent on this, if you know what I mean. Well, I know it sounds a bit weird, but it's kind of a dry scent, as opposed to sweet, citrusy. It's quite a dry scent. But really, really nice, really, really good beard oil, and it's the same consistency throughout all of the beard oils. Really, really well made and blended, and each one smells exactly like it is supposed to. 30ml bottle coming out £9.99. I know from time to time they do lots of different deals and sales and stuff like that, so I'd always keep an eye on the website, because these are well worth it, and they're going to last you a long while as well, especially if you're only using 6 drops a day. Maybe less if you've got a shorter beard, and it all depends how much you use to the length of your beard. But very, very nice. And so I think £9.99 for 30ml of that is well worth it. I pay anywhere up to about £15 for it. And the hip flasks, these are 30ml as well, and coming in at £10 at the moment on their website, so I noticed this morning. Really, really good. And when it comes to scoring it, possibly not personally my favourite scent out of the 6 of them, but still a very well made scent. Smells exactly like it says in the description, and so I'm going to score it 19 out of 20, because it's not, in my opinion, my preferred sort of scent of theirs, but again, it is a ridiculously well made one, so really, really good and really, really well done to Devilishly Bearded. So when it comes to putting them in order from favourite to when I would use the least, that one, that one, that one, that one, and then possibly those 2. Okay, so these 4 are in first place, and these 2 are in second place. So my first place choices are the Vanilla Fudge. Out of this world, vanilla-y, buttery, fudgy sort of smell. Really, really nice, thick, decent scent. Second of all is Fireball, because it reminds me of a kid and the aniseed sweets and Fireball sweets that you used to get. Cinnamon scent, really, really nice. Like I say, that those 2 do work really well with the Basilica. My other favourite one is the Lemon Sherbet. Another top scent, smells like lemon sherbet sweets. And the Amaretto, and in second place is the Mother's Ruin and the Basilico, but all 6 of those extremely well made and very well blended and very consistent. And also, in case you didn't know, you might see the t-shirt that I'm wearing. Devilishly Bearded do a range of clothing as well, loads of top t-shirts and designs and stuff, Viking wear and sort of like traditional tattoo style and everything, and cushions and all sorts of bits and pieces as well, which I will be putting links down to below. But literally 6 phenomenally well crafted beard oils, great price. Like I say, I'd pay anywhere up to about 15 quid each on those, and customer service from Gus at Devilishly Bearded is second to none. Always interested in what you think. Would you change this? Do you like this? How would you like that? Customer service, absolutely phenomenal. I hope I do get a chance to do another review for Devilishly Bearded in the future, and I wish them each and every success, and they really deserve it with the products that they're coming up with, creating, designing and making. So thank you to them. Links down below to Devilishly Bearded. I hope you have enjoyed my review. I'm now going to go and collapse on the sofa and have a couple of painkillers and a muscle relaxant because I haven't had them yet, which is probably why I've been twinging. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next review from the Bearded Berserker. And so keep on taking care of each other, keep on looking after each other, keep on helping and supporting each other, and above all, keep on loving each other and keep on growing those beards. Have a great day, guys, wherever you are, whatever you're getting up to. Thank you for your time. Have a good one. Bye.